Hi there and welcome back to Blue Ocean English. This is the next video in a series called Proper English, where I show you words that native English speakers use all the time but students never learn. Words maybe you should know but you don't. The next one on our list is straightforward. So straightforward is something that is simple, obvious, clear. So I could say his directions are straightforward. They're easy, they're simple to understand. Or I could say finding this place was straightforward. It wasn't a problem, it was easy. Or another example, I could say the questions in the exam were straightforward. For me, they were simple. The next one is a nice way of speaking, and it's a very polite, very nice way of speaking, very formal also, but is also a very common, nice, friendly, familiar way to say something, is the phrase ever so. So ever so means very, really. So I'm ever so tired means I'm really tired. I'm very, very, very tired. Or he was ever so happy to see us. He was really, really happy to see us. And so it's nice because it's very friendly and familiar, but also very formal. You can use it in a very formal situation. I'm ever so happy to meet you is a very nice way to say in a very formal way, I'm very happy to meet you. The next word's a great one. Stuffy. So stuffy means two different things. The first one is somewhere is very stuffy, a room for example, if for example it's very hot in that room and there's no air that's fresh, so the air in there is very hot and the room is stuffy. So if we walk into a room and it's very hot, we say, oh, it's very stuffy in here, it's very hot and not nice to be in that room. And the other way we use it is someone who behaves very strangely, like they don't want to be with you, they don't like being around you. You say, oh, he's very stuffy. So we use stuffy to describe somebody who is maybe too formal for that situation. So maybe someone at a party who doesn't want to enjoy themselves and stands in the corner and they don't want to dance, they don't want to have fun. We would describe them as stuffy, like a bit boring. So if someone is stuffy, they're too formal. They're not being friendly. And talking about not being friendly moves us on to the next word, is mean. So mean is a very common word for two different reasons. First one, mean is a very common way to say someone is not nice, not friendly, not good, not kind. He's very mean, like he's not a nice person at all. And then mean means the definition of something. So the definition of something is its meaning. So what does this word mean? What is the definition? What is the significance? So my boss got promoted, that means I think I will get promoted. Or maybe the company is being sold, that means I might lose my job. The next one's a great word. The word is cheeky. Cheeky is a lovely word to describe, often for children, to describe when someone is being naughty but funny. So when they're being naughty with something that they're doing, but it's also very funny and they know that it's funny and they know that they're not going to have a problem. And that's being cheeky. So it's being naughty with a smile. So we describe people as being cheeky if they're always making jokes, making people laugh and making naughty comments, but in a funny way. But often we use it to talk about children. He was really cheeky today, like he was naughty but funny. Next on the list is the word silly. So silly means something funny, stupid, something that makes you laugh. A joke is silly. It can also mean something that a child would do, childish. So if we describe a joke as silly, it's not like a complicated, intelligent joke. It's just really like a child's joke. So we could say, for example, I don't know why he said those things today. It was silly, means it was stupid to say those things. It was not clever. Or I could say, it was silly to not bring a coat today. It's very cold. I should have brought a coat. It was a bad decision. Stupid. So I said something at work that was really stupid today. Maybe I said something and I didn't think, my brain was not working. I said something that was not sensible. Or I could say, that film was really stupid last night. Like, it was really crazy, really funny, really not normal. So for us, it's a common word, and it's not a bad word. If you say to someone directly, you're being very stupid now, then maybe they will be offended. But in a very general way, we use it for a lot of things. Now we're going to go to the Van Gogh Cafe, and I'll show you how to use these phrases and words in your world. So let's use the words and phrases we've looked at with the things that we can see in the painting. If we look at the word straightforward, so I could say, for example, the person working with the horse, it's not straightforward for him to move around the streets with all the people walking in the streets. It's not easy for him. He has to move around with all the people and the horse. Or for the waiter, it's not always straightforward for him to remember everything. Sometimes one table they can have many different things that they want, and it's not always easy to remember. Or the opposite, I could say being a waiter is a very straightforward job. You don't have to use your brain too much. Maybe it's an easy job. It's not easy for your feet, but it's okay in other ways. I don't need any special qualifications to be a waiter. The next phrase is ever so. So I could say maybe the woman in white looks ever so pretty in her dress and her hat. Or I could say, I'm ever so thirsty, I'm going to have a bottle of water. Let's use the word stuffy. So I could say, I'm not going to go inside the cafe tonight, it's very hot and I think it will be stuffy inside. Let's look at the word mean. So if we look at the strange man standing on the side, maybe he looks a bit mean, he looks a bit strange and dangerous. Or to use mean in the second way, I will make some videos about what I think this painting means, but it's very interesting. I could say, the waiter here does not speak English, so that means I need to speak French when I talk to him. For cheeky, I could say the little boy in yellow, he was very cheeky when he walked past. He made a joke and laughed at me. He was very cheeky, so he was a bit naughty, but it was funny. And silly, I could say the boy in yellow was silly earlier. He made a joke and danced in the street. Or I could say, I was silly, I ordered a double espresso, now I won't sleep. That's the end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to go outside and practice these phrases in your world. Make the phrases come alive and feel what it's like to use these phrases in your world. Good luck, and I'll see you again next time. Here we are, just another typical English summer day. Just before I go, it's just me doing everything here at Blue Ocean English. So if you like what I'm doing and you want to see more, please don't forget to leave a comment. Maybe you have an idea for a video or a nice background picture that you'd like to see, or share this video with a friend. The best way for you to say thank you is to hit the like and subscribe buttons, and check out my merchandise, all the nice things you can buy, t-shirts, hats. You can also check out our great books on Amazon. There's 3 phrasal verb books, An Ocean of English phrasal verbs, each book with 200 examples, a lovely picture and 3 clear examples of how we use each phrase, and then 3 books for idioms. They're called An Ocean of English Idioms. Also 3 books with 600 idioms, 200 in each book, all with a picture and 3 clear examples of how we use each idiom. Thank you very much for watching, and wherever you are, try to feel English today.